third match in 7 days. How was the squad physically?
Very well, to be honest. So we've just one issue. Chris Richards has a little bit issues with his calf, so he will stay at home. He won't make the trip to Liverpool tomorrow, and all others are fine, recovered well. And I think players showed also at the Emirates that they are fit, that they can. We try to get the equalizer until the final whistle, and so looks positive.
Is Chris a doubt for the weekend against Brentford as well?
I don't think so at the moment, but we don't take any risk at the moment, and because Chris, didn't play against Larnaca, so we rested him in this game. So it's not that his load is so high. It's just let's see. I can't tell you at the moment more.
It's been 4 matches since your last game against Liverpool. How do you feel about the performances, and what have you taken from the matches since then?
Yeah, we've taken 1 point. That's fact. Not the best output, but the performances were. I think we didn't drop with our performances compared to the games before or Liverpool. When we watched the Arsenal game back, we gave them 2 finishes, 2 shots from open play over 100 minutes at the Emirates, and yes, they were better than we were in set plays. And that's why they won the game, and they could have scored 2 more goals after set plays, but in open play we defended excellent. I think it was one of our best defending performances. And yes, on the other side, we could see that it's not so easy to create chances against Arsenal. So we are not the first team that was experienced it. Sorry, but the performances were okay, were good. Again, Bournemouth was a fantastic Premier League game. And even at Everton, I think the most parts of the game were a very good performance. So it's for us now not getting affected in a negative way by the results. We always look at our performances, so that's why we were not flying after our start into the season, and that's why we are not hiding at the moment. So we follow our pathway. We believe in what we are doing. The players are. Again, such a great group of persons, so it's all on track.
With no Chris Richards tomorrow night, will JD Convo get another opportunity, and how has he handled himself since Thursday night?
Yes, JD will start, and also Walter Benitez will start. So these are the two players I can mention today, and it's also it's not a gift, so they deserve it. So yeah, and JD. Spoke to him and I said, "Don't care about it. That's part of football. Because he did won a lot of duels, and he's doing well, and in training he's doing well. So we trust him, and that's why he will start tomorrow in the back 3. And Walter is the same. Walter is doing so well in training, and that's why he deserves to get some minutes as well."
Liverpool have now lost their last 4 Premier League matches. From the outside, what have you made of their recent form, and does it make it difficult to prepare for them? Because clearly they've got a number of world-class players, but right now they're not performing at the level which we're used to seeing them.
Yes, there are a little bit more question marks, so we don't know which team they are playing. Usually in the EFL Cup they rotated quite a lot. They have a few doubts with injuries, but the way they are playing won't really change. And of course we watched our game back, and of course, we watched the Brentford game because this is where our next 2 oppositions. It's a great team, and yeah, I don't know why, and it's also not my job to analyze what happens at Liverpool. We play them now the 3rd time in this season. And yeah, I think we did quite well in the first 2 games. So we rely on what we want to do. We rely on what we can do. We can't copy anybody else, and we don't want to copy anybody else. And so that's how we approach the game.
Finally, for me, it's been suggested that Bayern Munich are amongst the clubs that want to try to sign Mark Gay when he does leave Crystal Palace. Do you see him having the ability to play for the biggest clubs in the world?
Yes, he can play for every club in the world.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
George from BBC.
Oliver, sorry, just on Liverpool.
since you beat them, you sort of changed the dynamic of their season, really.
And our season as well, to be honest. So.
But just on that, what's happened to Palace then? You mentioned that since you've been.
No, I think maybe in the start of the season we got sometimes a better result maybe than it could have been, and I think now we get we don't get the fair results how the game is going, or fair. We feel sometimes we deserved more, and maybe at the beginning we felt sometimes we got more than we deserved. So, and over a season, we expect us having close to 55 games, there will be a balance. Yeah, and let's say maybe we got a few more points at the beginning, and now we have a little bit less than we want to have. But the way we are playing, I think, is very consistent. I think it's one of our most consistent periods since we work together with this group. So again, we are very, very calm. Players have a good mood here at the training ground. Players are listening, are working. Tactical meeting was here today. Yeah, training session was just having fun and getting the legs on the grass. That was no tactical training. Was on the sheet on the screen, and this will be especially until the end of the 2025 calendar year.
I think normally in these games I'd be asking if you've been practicing penalties, but I was actually going to ask if you've been practicing long throws, because there were so many goals from long throws over the weekend. Liverpool conceded one against Brentford, and I just wonder what you made of this sort of emergence this season about this change and this dynamic of goals.
Yes, it's football life, and football never stops. It's always what I say. If you don't progress, you lose. Being on time or in time, you always have to look where you can develop, and then sometimes it was also we could see the games getting quicker and quicker and quicker, the players getting more and more athletic, and then sometimes it's also, let's say, a little bit back to the roots, like the long serene is and on the other side, to be honest, and I have to blame myself that we didn't consider it more in the last couple of years, because it's a great opportunity to get the ball into the box, and when everybody knows that there are 90% of the goals are scored in this area, and there is no offside, you can have quite a few numbers in there. It's just logical that you try to get the ball into these areas where you can score goals.
So that's something you've been working on this season a lot more?
Yes, from time to time. Again, we have now yesterday the starters from the Arsenal game. They haven't been on the pitch yet. They just recovered in the gym, and today we were on the pitch 30 minutes. And then you always have to say, what are we doing? And this will be the same before Brentford. The players who will start tomorrow, they won't be on the pitch on Thursday. Then we have one maybe 35 minute session. You can't always how our attacking patterns, our defending patterns, set plays, throw-ins, free kicks, corners. You can't do everything every day. It's now always working maybe on one topic and try to train, and then hopefully getting the return in the games.
So you won the FA Cup last season. You've won the Europa League previously. I just wondered how you see this squad and how capable it is of winning trophies, and whether League Cup is one of them. Can you go for everything you want to with the squad you've got?
We will try. Again, we have players are fit. We have at the moment, I can just repeat myself. It's medical department, fitness department, and the players are doing such a great job that they are always available. And it's having the long-term injuries. And Chris, again, I hope it's nothing serious. And then let's see. I don't know, but we will. Like I mentioned very often before, so we don't go to Liverpool and say it's a friendly game, because then we would send our under 21. It doesn't make sense to fly to Liverpool tomorrow morning and fly back and arrive, I don't know, 2 a.m. at Gatwick and getting no sleep and it makes no sense. So if we go there, and we go there tomorrow, then we go there to win the game, to play in the best possible way. and this is just how we started to work together since day number one, and this will continue until day number whatever.
And just on that, any news on your contract talk?
No. I told you now our schedule, so then tell me when I should talk about my contract. So it's not time at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot. That's the